Binti Raja Haji Shahar, the Deputy President of the Persatuan Pandu Putri Malaysia. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Your Highness.
It's my pleasure.
Your Highness, maybe you can start off by telling us a little bit about your own personal experience as a brownie.
Oh, okay. I became a brownie when I was 7 years old, and I'm still today associated with the Girl Guide. So this means that the saying,
Your heart is in it.
Once a Girl Guide, always a Girl Guide is true. You know, I've changed uniform throughout, brown for brownies, blue for Girl Guide, and now this light blue for all the officials in the Pandu Putri Association of Malaysia.
How different are Girl Guides from Scouts, Your Highness?
No difference at all, except the sexes. We all, dedicate ourselves to the same thing. We are both international organizations. The Girl Guides, for instance, the Pandu Putri Malaysia, is a member of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. So, and this body is the largest voluntary body dedicated to helping out girls and young women. And we have 10 million members strong, from 145 countries, and we are divided into 5 regions. We have Africa, and then Arab region, then Asia and the Pacific, then we have Europe, and then the Western Hemisphere of North and South America.
Okay, Your Highness, before we go into the specific details of the upcoming workshop that is going to be held soon, maybe we can talk about the role of Girl Guides here in Malaysia. You know, we've seen in films and movies that, brownies, they just sell cookies from door to door. And for some in school, you just join the association just for the curriculum marks.
Yes.
But how far has it gone? And in your opinion, what are the activities that the Girl Guides Association is doing in Malaysia?
All right, it used to be like that. You see, in the last century, Girl Guides were concentrating mainly on themselves. But now the focus is on society, and Girl Guides. That's why we are having this trainers program, so that we can change the mindset of the Girl Guides. They have to change themselves first. They are thinking positive thinking, and then they change the family, and then the school, and then the community, and then the state, and then the nation. We hope, and globally, and of course on the national level too. We hope that Girl Guides will be very responsible citizens. And in Malaysia, this year, Girl Guides have outreach programs. Where we go out to the, we have this Millennium Development Goal that is eradicating poverty. So, for instance, Girl Guides Perak have identified the orang asli in Latar Kinjang. So we have gone there, and we have helped the housewives of the orang asli to make snack foods and all that for sale to supplement their daily income. And in Terengganu, we have gone down to the fishermen and doing the same thing, And so next week we are going to Selangor. We are going to Ulangan. So now we have outreach programs. It's time we give back to society what they've given back to us. So there's a shift in the focus of guiding now.
Really inculcating the spirit of volunteerism in Malaysia, which is something that I think is quite lacking.
Empowering these young women.
Yes, and they enjoy it. They really enjoy it. For instance, and we take part in any of these, Environment Day, for instance. We go out and plant mangrove at Kuala Petang mangrove outfit.
It's so different from the activities that I knew the Girl Guides to organize, because they were
before we just earn
you just want the normal mark school, but now you're really empowering young women, with good values and integrities. The event itself, training of trainers workshop Asia Pacific regions and Arab from 28 November to 2nd December, happening soon. Kindly share with the viewers about the workshop itself.
All right, the workshop will train the trainers who will go back to teach these young Girl Guides, And it is for the first time, these trainers are from 2 regions, from the Arab and the Asia Pacific region. And we are very honored to be able to host this first time experiment, so to speak, of the World Association in marrying these 2 regions. And the focus of this workshop actually is knowledge sharing and the imparting of new methods of, training the girl guides, because in this borderless society, you cannot stick to old methods of teaching and training. You have to be IT savvy. For instance, before, when you are working for your Queen's Guide, you have to have a logbook, and every day you painstakingly, do what you have done in the day, you record it. But now, maybe the trend is to be able to use the IT and the laptop. So we are keeping up with the changes.
And I've heard of the term jamboree on the air, and how, internationally associations get together, scouting and guides. How different will this workshop be, and what are the objectives of this workshop?
The objective is to, I show you the theme actually, and then from this theme, maybe you will know the objective.
There you go.
The theme or the theme of this workshop is to create, to challenge, and to change. So the 3 C's. So the theme is T equals C3. All right. Now, it's for both the trainers who are imparting the knowledge, and for the trainers themselves who will go back to impart the knowledge to the young girl guides. We have to create new thinking methods, new methods of imparting knowledge, knowledge sharing, etc. Now this is to challenge the minds of the girl guides, so that with this training they will be able to have a positive change in their outlook to the families, to society, to everything.
Okay. How many countries will participate in this event?
Well, if I look at the statistics that have come today, there will be from the Asia-Pacific countries, 21 countries with a total of 66 participants, and from the Arab region, 11 countries with a total of 34. So altogether there are 100, but Malaysia is sending 20 young trainers and 6 experienced trainers. So all in all, with the committee, etc., it will be a workshop of 150. So we do not want to make it too big, because then you will lose that closeness,
It's by invitation, I understand. So what are the criteria for the individuals selected for this event?
Well, you have to be young. You have to be under 35. Okay? Because young people, the girls, I think there must not be too big an age group, for the age differences for the trainers. And each country, the Arab countries, we invited 3, and for the Asia Pacific 2. And they are young, they are dynamic leaders, and they have come to impart their knowledge and to share knowledge.
Okay. Before we conclude, do you have a message to all the young girls out there who is still, doesn't have any association?
Right. I would like to encourage parents especially to allow their daughters to join the Girl Guide, because we are an international organization, and in this borderless society where you go out, backpacking, or you go out to study, we have members in 145 countries, so we will be assured of a friend in these 145 countries. Not only a friend, but the family of the Girl Guides as well.
On that note, thank you, Your Royal Highness, for joining us this morning to talk about this very interesting event and to tell us more about the Girl Guides. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we've come to the end of our show.
Yes.
So it's been fantastic talking to you about all these issues. I know you're quite enlightened now on the issue of corruption. Please do keep whistleblowing. Please do keep talking to us about it. Let us know about your grounds on Facebook, because that's all part of the battle against corruption.
Again, I like it when Darul said at the segment that we have to go to grassroots level to teach integrity and values. That's why we really very much applaud the Girl Guides Malaysia, because educating one young girl is you are actually educating a whole village.
There you go.
Statistics.
Very empowered this morning you are. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Hello on Two. It's been fantastic talking to you.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Go walking for 30 minutes. See beautiful Malaysia.
Salam satu Malaysia.
Salam satu Malaysia. Goodbye.
You make me wanna throw my hands in